Hi class, this is an extra video. I have had a couple of emails with students who were having a little bit of a hard time doing the scavenger hunt. So I wanted to um, kind of walk y'all through that and make sure everybody feels like they can find all of the databases and things are working. Okay, so if we're here at our Blackboard, and this is the 23W section. I also have my, let me, I'll pull it up so I'll go back and forth. I have my 18W section. So you want to start with to go to the library. I put a link, but to be on the safe side, um, it's probably best if you start with the library, access to the library from your portal. Okay. And this is important because this way 100% you are um, accessing it as a signed in coastal student. So if it worked when I used the link, but that I included in your week two folder, but maybe for whatever reason it's signing you in as a is not a student. You're going to it and you're not getting access because for whatever reason you are going there as just a regular member of the public, so you wouldn't have access to as much. So to be on the safe side, go to your library um, link through your portal. All right. So if we do that, let's go ahead and link there. Now, let me go ahead and pull up the worksheet. So again, we're at the tail end of week two. So if we go to week two and we click on folder, and we're going to pull up that worksheet. Okay. Let me go ahead and open it up. So in the directions, I tell you to use the search terms exactly as I've presented them, including the use of quotation marks and the all caps and. So let me just minimize that. Let's go back to our library homepage that we accessed, remember, through your portal here. Back to our library homepage. Okay, so right here is the one search bar. So you can copy, if we go to our Word, find it, where is it? Okay, so we can go to our worksheet document. I'll enable editing so I can copy. So the first few items to search are going to use that one search bar. So your first item says in the search bar, the one search bar, you're going to type in Omelas and the lottery. And you can literally just copy this whole bit. Okay. You can go ahead and copy that. Go back to your library. Here you are at your one search bar. You can paste that into it. Okay. And then hit search. Okay. So once you do that, you can see you only come up with three options. And if you say here, I want you to to click on full text online, scholarly peer review. Okay, so let's go back. So if I do full text online, scholarly peer reviewed, we only get one option here. So that is what I said you should have as your result. Okay, so you want to then click on this option and, ooh, okay, let's go here. The easiest way probably to do this is to go ahead and cite it from this point. Okay, so you can cite it here. We can use MLA and it'll give us the basic information. Okay, we can copy that. And then we're going to paste it into our blank Word document. Okay, so we're going to come here. We're going to create a new Word document. And we're going to paste. Okay. So when we get this, obviously you need to turn this into a properly cited, MLA cited entry for your works cited page. And this is not correct for all kinds of reasons. Yeah, it's fine. It's not correct for all kinds of reasons because it had a bullet, the font is wrong, it doesn't use hanging indent. So there's all kinds of issues with this. And so you'll need to go and review your MLA formatting and ask yourself, how do you turn that into a properly formatted MLA citation? All right, so let me minimize that. And I'm going to go back to our our worksheet. Okay, so here we're going to go to, here's our second one search bar. So we're going to copy this right here. Okay, we'll copy that. And we're going to go back to that one search bar. We're going to continue to have full text online and scholarly peer reviewed clicked so that you're getting useful sources. And this particular search should give you about 17 results. Okay, so let's see what happens when we go back. So we're going to go back to our one search bar. I'm going to go ahead and click this out. We can just go from right here. All right, so if we search, okay, so it's giving me 16, which is fine. When I did it a few weeks ago, I got 17, and who knows why these these things change slightly. Maybe something is not available anymore. At any rate, here you have 16 results, which is plenty, and you can take this and just choose any one that you want and do a citation on it. So let's just say you want this one right here, The Persistence of Hope in Dystopian Science Fiction. So you can click on that, and it's going to take you to the article. It's taking a long time. Okay. Um, Here's your article right here. Okay. So there's the article. I want to cite it. In this case, here we can click on here. We want this MLA. Okay. So we're going to go back to our Word document. We'll pick our new page here. I'm going to click on this. And again, as you can see, you've got your basic information, but you're going to need to do some work and check it and make sure that it's properly formatted because this is not properly formatted. It's got, again, same thing. It's not the correct font, no use of hanging indent. It's not double spaced. Okay. Remember, you want to go and review. Here, let me go back to let's go ahead and go back to our week 2, you want to take your quick guide and review and make sure that you're formatting your entries properly because none of those entries are formatted properly. The other thing you can do is use your little Siegel handbook and come here to MLA style and go ahead and use this area here, articles and other short works, for your under list of works cited to help you fix the formatting of those entries that you're working with. Okay. Because if you turn in, oops, if you turn this in looking like this won't be right. You know, you'll get a lot of points off. This needs to be properly formatted. You need to make sure you have works cited as your title. Again, double spaced. You want it to look like at some point, let's go down here. I'll show you a sample. I think I've showed you this before, but you want it to look like this, right? You want it to be double spaced throughout, alphabetized, hanging indent, Times New Roman font. So all of those particulars that make it properly formatted according to MLA. All right. So then I had a question about the databases. So let's go back to our library. This is a new FYI. This is the library is got a new look. I don't really like it very much. I much preferred the old library homepage that looked like this. But I'm trying to stick with the new because this old homepage is going to disappear. All right. So there's your one search bar. If you want the databases A to Z, they now are at the very bottom of this library's homepage, right here. So you can click on, and that takes you to all your databases. All right. Um, let's go back and find our directions. So go to databases A to Z, and you want to find Bloom's literature. So you have 3 different searches in Bloom's literature, and it runs exactly like we did for the one search bar for those first 2 I walked you through. Once you go and find your Bloom's literature citations, you're going to go back to the databases A to Z, and you're going to find Credo. You probably used Credo when you were in English 111, and you're looking for reference entries, okay? And then the final database that I'm going to have you use is JSTOR, okay? So databases A to Z, find JSTOR, and you've got 2 articles to find from JSTOR. All right. And again, once you get all 9 of those, you're going to plop them in here. Then you've got the job of turning this into a properly formatted works cited page. So the easiest way to do it is once you get all 9 and you alphabetize them, here's what I would do. I would just highlight all your entries. I would come here to paragraph. Did you see that little drop down? Okay. Out. So you're going to come here when everything's highlighted. You're going to take this little toggle. First of all, right here under spacing, both of these things need to be 0. Okay, so you're going to move that down to 0 and 0 before and after. Then you're going to come here under line spacing and you're going to double space. Okay. Then you're going to come here and you're going to turn these into hanging indent. All right. Then you're going to hit OK. And look what happens. All right. So the next thing that you have to do is fix your font. So while everything is highlighted, you're going to come and do Times New Roman and make it a 12-point font. All right, so already look at this. This looks so much better. You're going to come up here, you're going to center this, and you're going to type works cited. All right, so right here, you have the start of your works cited page. All right, so let's go back again. Library databases A to Z. You have 3. You've got, so if you hit B, you've got Bloom's. If you hit C, You have Credo reference. It's for encyclopedia type articles, reference articles. And then JSTOR. All right. I hope that helps everybody and gives you the information you need to be able to find the sources. Okay. And if you go back, if we look one more time, you can see I give you again all the directions. You can copy this and go back to the library and paste it. Okay. Remembering to click on full text online, scholarly peer review. In Bloom's, let me just show you Bloom's because this one's a little bit different. Go back. So if we're here under B and we're in Bloom's literature, this is all scholarly literature stuff. So let's say we want to type in what were our directions? Let's go back. Okay, Bradbury and the Pedestrian, the first story that you're reading, right? Okay, so we're going to hit C. Okay, so it tells us to type this in and then click on the criticism tab, getting 7 results. All right, so let's go and try it. So we come here in our search bar. We're going to put that in. We're going to search and see these tabs. You want to click on criticism. And sure enough, there are 7 possible um, options here. So if we click on this, oh, here's an article. Good. We want to cite this. Okay, MLA again. We highlight it, we copy, and then we come back to our works cited. We're going to paste it. Okay. What do we notice about this? Oh, wrong font and not double spaced and not hanging indent. So we need to fix all of that stuff, right? Okay, so we're going to fix the font. Make sure it's the right size. We're going to come here. We're going to do our little toggle. We're going to make sure this is zeroed out. Make sure we got double space and make sure we've got hanging indent. Okay. All right. And look, this also happens to be in alphabetical order. So that was lucky. All right. So any other questions, send me an email, but I'm going to post this in a special um, announcement just for the, uh, for this scavenger hunt. All right. Let me go ahead and say bye.